let's go back to, you said that you managed to sneak your way into Columbia University. And the term we used in our preliminary discussion before we hit the record button was that
Yeah.
you have lived life by winging it. So how'd you get into Columbia? What's the story behind that?
I was very, very fortunate. I think at the time, when I was in high school, I thought I was very smart, blah, blah, blah. But when I, study at Columbia, there's so many smarter and much more talented students than me. And so when I look back, I was like, yeah, of course I got into Columbia. But if I look back, I'm so fortunate to have amazing teachers who supported me, wrote me a great recommendations, and a lot of my friends supported me to be a class president. It was just, I think at the time I was like, oh yeah, I've studied so hard. I put so much effort. I deserve to go to Columbia, but I think it's 95% luck. Especially looking back, I had to serve in the army for 2 years in Korea. I lived with 18 soldiers in one room, and it's all from all over the place in different backgrounds. And I look back, I was like, wow, they work so hard, they're so brilliant. But the fact that because my family supported me to come to the US, I'm so fortunate. And that's what I learned throughout my life. I think it's not just about the hard work, dedication, motivation. It's a lot of work, a lot of luck. And that's why I think you have to feel like you're very fortunate. You have to give back to the community. If you have an opportunity to share your knowledge, you should do that, and really love your neighbors, because at the end, you're so much more fortunate than you think. And I am.
Mm. Yeah, it's very true. We sometimes forget how lucky we are to be born in a certain country, to be born access to schools, to have clean water, and you've got no choice where you show up as a human being, and the people that will surround you. And I think we should be very grateful every day, and that's certainly what I am. I'm very grateful to have been born in
Hmm.
Australia and to a fantastic family and a mother and
Beautiful
father.
country.
Yep.
Mm.
So it for me, it's been grateful every day that luck and opportunity have met, and then seizing it with both hands, and then learning from life, and then making a difference. I love an insight by Wayne Dwyer that said, "Our journey in life is to actually teach yourself, teach others, and raise the energy
Mm.
of the planet." And I so agree with that.
I completely agree, Jeff. My grandparents escaped from North Korea. My father lived with six siblings in one small room. His goal was to eat three meals. We are so poor. Korea was very, very, very. It was disaster after the Korean War. And imagine I was born in North Korea. I just didn't even have a chance, to dream something big. I think the grandparents they thought that we will be reunited because we were one country for many thousands of years, and they left even their first son to the one's relative's house, and they tried to find him, and I think he passed away.
Right.
Basically, I wasn't even able to born, or they have to serve 10 years in the army. Their
Wow.
average lifespan is like 50 something. A lot of people suffer in North Korea. I the fact that the audience here who can speak English and understand English is a blessing. And
Mm.
I think we really forget about that. I think I think appreciate every day, as you mentioned, and everything is a learning opportunity. I teach six to eight students on Sunday during church service, and I learn so much from them. I think you just have to be open-minded. Everything is a learning opportunity, and I think human interaction is so precious, and I think we realized that after COVID happened. So, yeah.